Josh Brolin's impression of Terminator, real good.
Hello, welcome to the Cut and Reel. Today we're going to be talking about Deadpool 2.
So basically, the main sort of plot that brings all these characters together is this kid who's going to go on to do some real damage in the future. Cable comes back to kill him, so he doesn't start killing people, basically. And Deadpool has this whole thing, and he's trying to stop Cable from killing him. I think he just sees himself in him. I think that's Deadpool's motives, really. He sees this
as soon as he knows he's being tortured, it's like...
Yeah, and he feels real sorry for him, so he's trying to help him. What did you think about the kid? Because I'm still not sold on it.
Yeah,
we saw it about an hour ago.
I thought it was a bit annoying.
Yeah,
and I think recently, I think child actors have been mint in films. In The Nice Guys, Ryan Gosling's daughter, she's mint. And I don't know, I found this kid slightly annoying. Also, it took us about 10 minutes to realise he had a New Zealand accent.
I still didn't.
And I was like, what the hell is it? Does he have some sort of speech impediment? Or...
Are you calling out all New Zealand? The population of New Zealand.
It's just
You've all got speech impediments.
It's one of those where you have to listen for a few seconds and then you're like, okay, what's this guy's deal? Like, oh, he's from New Zealand.
Still not making it any better.
Right, this guy's from the Shire. Yeah, I know now. I was a bit worried in the trailers, to be honest. And I was like, I haven't seen Hunt for the Wild People, but I've heard it's meant to be good. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then I was watching the film and I was like, oh, this kid is really great, man.
Because he can't stand up to Ryan Reynolds' humour at all. I don't know.
No, that's the thing. It just felt like he was trying to impersonate Deadpool.
Yeah, when he's like, it feels good being a gangster. And I was like, it doesn't look very good.
I think it's meant to be goofy, and I also think that he is surrounded by characters who are played by pretty much actors who are perfect for the role. I would say, because they're all real good, and I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change any of them out.
I wouldn't either. They were all absolutely great.
Domino.
She was class. She had really good charisma. She did. Yeah. I was like, in the trailer when she's like, I wish I'd finished college, and I was like, I hope she's not this just complete deadpan downer, but she's really sort of cool and
I loved
just
her.
Great.
I loved how breezy she was.
Yeah, exactly.
She is breezy. Yeah. I think she's I really like her power, and the way it's done in the film. We were talking. I don't know if this is in the last episode. Another cheeky plug there.
Look. Is her power. I'm not telling you to look at us.
I thought you were saying her look was good as well, which
No.
I don't know what she looks like in the comics, and this doesn't matter. I don't give a shit what she looks like really in comparison. But I just wanna see, is she black in the comics?
No, she's the exact opposite. She is complete pale white. I think Kratos from God of War white.
Because she's got the little...
And she's got a black...
So it's the reverse there. See? I wouldn't... I mean, not that I really give a shit, but... Fair play. She was great for the role.
She was, yeah. She was really great for the role.
And I think the way they shoot it's real good when she's using her powers and that. And she's she's an integral part without it becoming a Deadpool and Domino film. It's a Deadpool film all the way through.
Yeah.
I think this is an important thing to say.
Yeah.
It's never an X-Force film. It's never a Domino or a Cable film. To be honest, I wish it was a little bit more of Cable.
That's the thing. I want just at the end when they were fighting and the thing, and I was we're at the climax now, and I was like, I wish it was something a bit different than just chasing him, shooting fire at the headmaster, and then every time it wasn't on Deadpool and Cable knocking the shit out of those guys, I was like, get back to them.
The action's shot much better than the first one, because even it's not all goofy. In the first one, I think it's quite when it's shot really well, it's shot in a way that it's the bullets going through his head, and it's you see the bullet go through its head.
Yeah.
But in this, it's sort of it's
just
brutal.
See
but then,
the fighting going on.
Yeah, it's brutal, but it's also fun.
Yeah.
In the way it's shot, and that montage was great at the beginning.
Yeah,
it's
that's
great way
the only thing. It didn't go downhill from there. That was just my favourite bit.
I think the thing with superhero films, I used to think when I was younger, is you sort of, and I love the first two Spider-Man films with Tobey Maguire. But I used to always think, I want just more of him fighting bad guys.
Yeah.
Because you see that in the cartoon, it's every episode he's fighting a group of bad guys, and it's cool.
That's the
and I think in this, it achieves that in the first, it gives you sort of the kid at heart. It gives you what you want straight away.
Yeah. That's exactly like when
it gives it like the good times, and then it's like right now do story.
Yeah, like Juggernaut at the end. I was like, I don't want the big end bit to just be them fighting Juggernaut. Well, then they started fighting all the little guys, and
I'm glad
like they're the best bits, I think, rather than the big fighting big bastards. And
I think this one's a lot funnier as well.
I think so. I don't know. I feel like they're both the same amount of funny. I just feel like I don't know.
I think there's lots of good references in this to like films that are just shittier. Like, so the Batman Superman reference where he's like, "Oh well, I bumped into someone whose mom was also called Batman." And like,
really good.
But like when I went to see the first one, did I go with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and can I remember it was much more packed. The audience. They were all laughing at like everything. And
to be fair, went to a different time of day, I think.
Yeah, but even still, it's like I think that makes a big difference in enjoying a film. Like when the audience is and getting it makes you enjoy it more. And like,
especially when it's a comedy.
Yeah, and there wasn't many people in this one, and they weren't all laughing at everything, and so I don't know if that's that kind of effect. But I thought they were probably like equally funny.
I thought they were probably equally funny as well. Like
I thought this one was funny. I just enjoyed this one on every level more.
It's
exactly what I wanted, and it's exactly what I expected as well. If not more than I expected, to be honest, because you get a little, you get the good story moments, but then you get a few little surprises. Later on, Juggernaut comes out. He sort of
great.
It's weird because he's not built up as a bad guy particularly.
He's not.
But he just sort of comes out of nowhere. Really, they just sort of drop him in.
I like how they did that though. I really do.
But it works.
Yeah.
And it's obviously a throwback to Last Stand. I wish Vinnie Jones was playing him still, but like I think it really works. Also,
there's no real main bad guy in this film.
Well, what surprised us was I thought it was going to be Deadpool versus Cable through the whole film, and it's really Deadpool versus Cable for like half of it.
Yeah.
And then they become on the same side.
I knew that eventually they'd come on the same side.
Yeah,
just in the comics, they're more of a double team than they are like a reluctant double team, but they're still like they don't fight each other very often.
But I thought it was gonna come together at the end though, and it would end up being like that. But it was like halfway through. I don't think they don't drag anything out.
Josh Brolin, what an actor!
When I was watching, I was like, everyone's going, "Oh, I want to see this solo film." That's one where I could easily watch a solo Cable film.
I could as well, but it would not be anywhere near in the same style as Deadpool, so I don't know if they could pull it off.
Also, that future place he was in.
Yeah.
Like that looked really cool.
I think the problem with that is it just ends up becoming Marvel's Terminator.
And I would love that with Cable's
I suppose
great.
to be fair, Josh Brolin,
great, and they've cast him so well.
Yeah, I was thinking when I was watching it, I was like, well, they're making all these new Terminator films. Why haven't they just
why is Josh Brolin not doing it?
Arnie and just went, we're rebooting totally, and Josh Brolin's going to be Terminator. Because I think that would be great.
They didn't go too in depth into his backstory either from the comics, which was a lot more convoluted, obviously. Like how he's like, Cyclops' son. And all of that. They made one reference to his family, like beyond, like just his like wife and child. Like his child's called Summer. No, she's not called Summer. Sorry, she's called Hope. Sorry, yeah, I got the second name. Hope Summers, which is like the most powerful mutant in the comics at one point, I think. So it'd be interesting. I don't actually know. I don't know loads about her. I just know that she's like ridiculously strong.
Well, what I liked about this is it wasn't a Cable origin story.
Yeah,
they just dropped him in. And you just assumed from what was happening, what his powers were, what he could do.
Well, actually,
but in a good way though, not in a way where you're sitting thinking, who the hell's this guy? It's like in a way of like, oh well, I can get it. He's like a real powerful dude, comes from the future. He's a bit like Terminator. You know what I mean? He's got these like cool like weapons and shit. Like all you need to know. What's really cool as well, and I don't know how he does it. Maybe it's like is he like magnetized or something? When like he just like the guns just come towards him.
He's
it's not like a Matrix.
It looks like it's his technology,
It's in the comics. He's like one of the most powerful telekinetics in the universe, but he's got his robot arm.
Yeah.
That's actually like a techno-organic virus. It's called in the comics. That's eating away at his body slowly. And he's using half of his telekinetic power to keep it at bay constantly. So he's not as strong as he could be because of this thing.
Like showing instead of telling.
Yeah.
And it's like executed perfectly.
Yeah, like he still had his telekinesis in it. It did seem like magnetism in the.
But to be fair though, it's not like it sticks to him. Like he gets at one point Deadpool's got the gun and he's turning away, and then the gun just lifts from Deadpool and just goes onto his back.
Yeah.
And it like obviously fits into like the holster he had there.
Yeah, so
I thought it was good, and it's a bit of a whoa moment. It's not like this is dumb.
Yeah.
I think it's all done real well with him.
It is. He was really well introduced.
He was, and there's nothing. You don't have any unanswered questions really. Like he's mysterious, but in a good way, not in a I don't care way. It's like in a way like I want to know more about him.
Yeah.
And I'd have a solo film with Cable.
Easily. I love Cable.
There's also a good Thanos joke in there.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. He had to make it.
Yeah.
Like, he just had to.
But I was glad that they did though.
I'm glad.
Real good.
I was just watching it and I was like, okay, Josh Brolin in another superhero film, and I was like, this is fucking miles better than Avengers.
Oh yeah.
I just think this is a good antidote.
I think it's the best superhero film of this year.
Well, Deadpool.
Yeah, easily. I think it's actually probably my favourite film of this year, if you're not counting 3 Billboards.
Yeah, on the stuff that we didn't like. Well, we've already said the kid. Not that I didn't like him, but like...
I'd have to put him under cons of the pros and cons.
I'd have to put him under cons as well, I think. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying I don't dislike him, he's just definitely one of the things that I think held him
I just expected him to be a lot better than he actually was, and I just found him more annoying than anything else. Like, when... I know that it was the story, and like Deadpool was trying to save him, but when he was doing shit, I was just like, Cable, just shoot this fucker.
Yeah, I was like, Cable, just kill him. Like at the end, I was like on Cable's team. I was like, just kill the kid.
Yeah.
And then nothing bad goes wrong. Like nothing bad happens in the future. Just kill him.
Yeah, it's like just walk into that school and shoot that guy.
Yeah.
You see why?
Probably should cut that out.
The school shooter.
I was leaving that in.
You totally see why Deadpool wants to serve him, though.
I think we're giving an impression to the viewers that he's a real bad part of the film, and I think it is because he's surrounded by people who are far better in their roles, and also all of the characters are built better than he is. Like he's just like this angsty teen who's going through some bad shit, and it's like you don't really see anything from his point of view, whereas the rest of them, you sort of. Like, you get to see Cable away from Deadpool, and you get to see Domino sort of, even when they're coming out of the X-Force all jump out of the plane and they're parachuting down, you see Domino, when she's doing that cool shit, you see her really sort of become her own character, and not just this sort of, like, off-branch of whatever they're doing just to fix writing things, you know what I mean? She becomes like a proper character. With him, I feel like he's sort of the... I think he's the MacGuffin in the film to bring all these characters together. And then from this point, they'll go on and they'll do, hopefully, a franchise of films with them together. I don't think it'll get old. And I think doing Deadpool by himself, it will risk people becoming bored of
I think it's just less is more. I think, like, when it was all of them fighting, I was like, just have it on, like, Deadpool and Cable.
But I don't think it is a team-up thing. I think... They've integrated the characters so well in this one that to me it doesn't feel like they're bringing all these characters together to do this big team film. It's just sort of like, this is a Deadpool film, and in a Deadpool film you get Cable, you get Domino, you get that taxi guy. You know what I mean? You get Colossus, you get
that's quite teamy to me.
Megasaurus.
And the cold
Megasaurus.
Teenage Warhead.
That would be a much better character if she was a fucking dinosaur as well. Fucking hell.
I think it's unique though in the sense that you're still going to have Deadpool at the head of that team doing his all like hilarious jokes and stuff. And I don't think it would be as like similar as other team-ups for that.
I know, but I just mean it's still taken away from Deadpool. It's like, let's cut it down a bit. Like, yeah, you don't want just Deadpool all the time, but Deadpool and Cable would be great. Or even Deadpool, Cable and Domino. But you don't need Colossus, you don't need Hunt for the Wilder People.
Well, what I think makes it so good, and what I think would be a good film for them all to team up in, is that they're all so different.
Yeah.
Deadpool's the opposite of Cable, and Domino's sort of somewhere in the middle.
They really thought this one through quite a bit, and I'm glad they did, instead of just cashing in on the...
Yeah, well, you can tell that they care about it.
Yeah,
the people who are
Ryan
making
Reynolds definitely does.
It's a passion project for Ryan Reynolds, isn't it? So it's like
Well, he's been trying to make it happen since 2004.
Yeah, he's
so
been good for a while.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think it comes at the right time, though. I think that's what makes it so good, is that it comes at a time when superheroes are so prevalent and oversaturated that the market is just full of them. So it's like, it's something different, and it's something where you can just take the piss out of them.
Yeah.
It's not...
Yeah.
He's got more jokes to make.
You're right, this wouldn't have worked as well in 2004.
Yeah, because you'd be making, like, X-Men jokes of the first 2 films and Spider-Man jokes, and that's it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And, like, some old Batman Tim Burton jokes. It's like...
And there's like so much to draw on that. Like they could make Deadpool movies forever, and they'll never like get old, and we'll never get bored of them.
Yeah.
Like I think it's on like a unique thing of like that fourth wall break, and it's just hilarious to the point where you just do it forever, and it's going to be at least enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think it works really well just as an action film away from it being a superhero film as well.
It does.
Because he's not really a superhero.
He's not.
I mean,
He's
is
not.
he a hitman?
He's a mercenary.
Yeah, like he's killing them for money and stuff, isn't he?
I was like a little bit skeptical of it because I was like, are they going to do the best work of Deadpool justice? And I think they really did. They didn't take anything really from the books, but like they just did it really well. Like I'm just very impressed by Cable. I really am.
So shall we talk about the post-credit scene?
Yes. Okay, so there's the one where they fix the Negasonic Teenage Warhead fixes the Cable's time device thing.
Yeah.
Right, and then that leads like pretty much directly into Deadpool goes back in time and saves his girlfriend.
He
saves
does.
Peter. Then he goes back in time into X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then real life Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All really funny.
Yeah.
Really
All
enjoyed it.
exceptionally funny.
To be honest, I kind of wish Deadpool had, and you couldn't really do it because a Deadpool film can't just be an hour and a half of just Deadpool skits, but you need to have like story and stuff. But I do think the end credit scenes have been some of the funniest. They've been the best end credit scenes. I think even from the first Deadpool, they really upped the game in terms of just whatever. Any other end credit scene, like none of them are as good.
The knockoff, they're always just do some sort of vague tease.
Yeah,
Whereas this was just like you say, like a Deadpool skit, and it was like.
But it still has consequence. I mean, they went back in time for the X-Men Origins, and he killed himself pretty much. He killed the Deadpool with no mouth.
Yeah. Really great.
Thank God for that.
And shot him, and then Hugh Jackman's just sort of looking at him, and he's like, "Right, I'm off."
Yeah, like, fixing the continuity.
Yeah, and then in the next one, you've got him killing Ryan Reynolds when he's looking at Green Lantern.
That was probably my favourite one. Yeah. Like he's like, "This is it. This is your big break."
That's really funny. That's pretty much
that's
it.
Yeah, because the Peter one was good. But like that was literally him just going, "Go on, Peter," and that was it.
Yeah, to stop him from dying.
And saving his girlfriend was just I don't know. Like that one wasn't really funny. I don't really know what the point of that one was more just like. Since he's got this device, he would obviously go back and save us. Let's get that out of the way, and then let's get the funny ones.
Well, I think it so shouldn't be in the next film as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think the post-credit scenes have consequences in Deadpool 2 anyway. In the first one, it didn't, but in these, it's sort of she's going to be back for the third film, and it's going to be because of what happens in the post-credit scene.
Yeah, so that's the only one that has consequences.
Yeah, but I think it works.
I mean,
that's what they should be doing for post-credit scenes. They should be doing something that has a bit of consequence, but it wouldn't fit in the film because. It just wouldn't feel. It would feel too forced, or it would feel too sort of shoved in. So you put it on the end of the film, and you go, "Well, this has also happened," but it's just so we don't have to take out a big chunk of time explaining it in the next one. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't really fit. You could put that in the start of Deadpool 3, but it just wouldn't. It's not a good.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Fit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you said, it was like a skit. So
and it's cut, really and it's cut like a skit.
Yeah, I understand completely.
Right, so shall we do our basic thoughts? And now we'll give it a rating, 5 stars. Or out of 5 stars even.
Right, okay. Ryan, do you want to start?
Yeah, so I thought it built on everything from the first one really well. The action was better, but not miles better like I hoped it would have been. It's really close to being a 5. But I'd have to give it a 4.
I say, well, I'm going to give it a 5. Based solely on the fact that I think it's one of the like I say, one of the best superhero films of probably the last 5 years. I'd say like it's probably top 3 on the top of my head. Like right as I'm thinking, I can't think of 3 that are better. I think of Logan. Yeah,
Logan's probably the only one. Yeah.
Yeah. So on that, 5 stars. I think it really changes. I wish people would look at it. The people who are in charge. So what's his name who does the MCU? Something Feige. Kevin Feige. I wish he would look at it and go, this is something we could do. I'm not saying do adult films instead of what they're doing now, because obviously you've got to think of the money, but I think you should take what Deadpool does well that isn't adulty that doesn't have the mature elements. And take that into your films. I think it would change. I think it has the potential to change the game, but it definitely won't because there's so much money in the other Marvel films. It's unnecessary for them to. But it just to appease me.
Just for us, please, Marvel.
To appease me. Take what it's done well and use it.
I would say probably as a big comic book fan, someone who's read most of Deadpool's stuff, I'm just very impressed. I feel like it really lives up to everything in the comics. Everything they can do well without being stupid, really, and like I loved it. I don't really have much more to say. I would probably give it 4 stars, but I'm also very close to 5 stars. Probably upon second viewing, I might give it 5 stars. So
I think it definitely has a rewatchability, which I haven't touched on. So
Definitely.
I think the first one does as well. I think this one's more so.
Yeah.
I also forgot to include something, and I'm sort of hindering the rating process here. I forgot to include something that I never thought would happen in this film.
Okay, sure.
I welled up.
Did you?
I welled up.
At what point? Yeah.
Right at the end, when he's with his girlfriend and he's Ryan Reynolds without cancer, and they're kissing, and she's saying, "It's not your time. You're gonna have to go back."
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, no.
It made us well up, and I'm thinking, I'm not gonna cry at Deadpool.
I would never have stopped making fun of you for that.
I know, but
Should have loved to just look over and see like
just
blubber in his eyes.
I just thought it was a really warming moment. I thought it was
Alright,
great.
sure.
Yeah.
Dan, what's your thoughts?
I'd also give it a 4. I think they've nailed the character of Deadpool. There's so much more they can do with it, and it just built on the first one, and it was better than the first one. That's good. It's like a upward trajectory, and so much humour, and
Good.
Cable was amazing. Yeah, can't wait to see what they do with it next.
Yes, can't wait to see more.
Yeah.
I'm really
I'm
excited.
hyped.
This my favourite current superhero franchise. Now that we think Logan's gonna be the final Wolverine film,
Yeah, actually, yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Okay, well, 17 out of 20 then is what we've got.
Alright, well,
17 out of 20.
That's
Much better
really
than
good.
Infinity War.
Which got what, 13?
I think so, yeah. Which it seems too high for me still now.
I think 13 for Infinity War is quite just, especially when we're coming to 17.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
This is 4 points higher. I think it definitely warrants that. I think it could be even higher than that. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I'm the only one who give it 5. But I love action films.
It's really
No, I
close
would
to
give
a
it,
5,
yeah.
but I just can't give it a 5.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.